Welcome back, this is Starion from Starion Gaming. Today we're doing the Burning Crusade dungeon known as the Underbog. Now, this was the dungeon that you originally could start once you hit the area after Hellfire Peninsula, Zangar Marsh. All the dungeons in the raid for that area are actually located in one general area. Pretty much this dungeon is basically half beast types and the other half is Naga. This was pretty much a pretty good dungeon to farm if you were looking to boost your herbalism and your skinning. Also, some of the boss fights were semi-interesting. So let's get into it. I do apologize, I am going to be skinning a bit, whatever I can. Now, as you see, there's a glowing plant here. Back there, you see a citizen of Sporgard. For every 5 of these plants you picked and handed them in, I believe it was 5, it was either 5 or 10, a little foggy, but you would get rep for everyone you handed in and get rep that group there. Now, as you see, you can also farm herbs off these swamp monsters, more or less. And as you can see, there's going to be a whole bunch of these flowers just in this whole area. So. Well, the big guys here, you had to try to pull away from other groups because you really didn't want to fight them along with another group. Could be a bit of a nightmare, honestly. But you know, for the sake of time, and I'm sure you don't all want to watch me just kill everything again. At some high level, I should be able to just get by most of these guys. Now, Hunger Fan is the first boss you come across in this area. More or less, he's more of a tank and spank, but he also summons up these mushrooms that you just gotta try to avoid. That's pretty much him in a nutshell. Now that you saw that I hit a group, rep level of a group, Centurion Expedition is actually the rep group related to the dungeons in this area. They're actually the first people you meet the moment you come out of Hellfire in the Zangar Marsh. You'll end up right at their base camp. Now we're coming up to the other part where now you start coming across the Naga. Now, as you can see, you can actually see into the boss's room. He's right there, Gazin. Pretty much you just pull these group by group by group. Now, I don't know 100% sure. I never actually looked into it. I'm not sure if you actually have to kill all the groups up here in order to get him to start doing that. Or you actually just got to get nearby to initiate him doing that. But pretty much as you can see, he's crawling up the pike now and will make his way to the center of the room there. Basically, we'd all just wait back here. Like, we ain't pulling him. Because we kind of wanted a bigger open area. But, like, pretty much like all Hydra bosses, he has some poison spit and does some AoE damage every now and then. Other than that, he's pretty easy to take out. And I must have just hit cap for skinning. Pretty much after him, you jump down and go through this hole right here. I think that might have been Herb Knoll. Don't know yet. Now that you jump down here, you'll come up to one of your first quest objectives for this area. You have to go up to here, and this will be one of the first people you would have to find.
Del Diab, Del Natres.
And then you gotta fight your way through rays and wafts, more or less. It's the best way to tell. And then you'll come up to the secondary boss then. And as you can see, there's still more of those flowers. There are a whole bunch spawned around the area, so everyone who, like, a 5-man should be able to, all 5 will be able to do the quest. They just got to be able to get to the flowers, which means you would have to clear most. Now, for the other part of the quest that you had to find the other member of the expedition, he's actually right here. He actually was, I guess you could call him mind-controlled, or in my little quote hands, tamed by this guy. You can't kill him, but you can neutralize him. And he'll be free once you're off this boss. Now, this boss likes to freeze everyone with the freeze trap and then does a marked shot. Other than that, it's a typical hunter fight.
I will end this quickly.
Now, you do have to burn Claw down a little bit in order to get him back to his senses. For that fight, the best thing to do is try to burn Claw down to take him out of the fight. And then focus on the Beastmaster there. And after that, you just gotta take some of these big bog giants out, and then you'll be on your way to the last boss of this instance. Which, in my honest opinion, out of the instance, is probably the best looking place out of this instance, I think, in my opinion. Nice little waterfalls, little ponds that are glowing-ish. Now this guy is just a giant Fenstalker, more or less. Now you gotta, the only thing he's special about him is he can literally lift you up into the air and you just get thrown back down. Other than that, it's a relatively easy fight. Now, I never checked this, but I believe he could actually be tamed by Beast Mastery Hunters. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a Beast Mastery Hunter could tame this boss here if they wanted them for a pet. This is been Asterion from Asterion Gaming. This is our run of the Underbog. Asking you to please like and subscribe to my videos. I will see you guys in the next one.